Let me ask you this. So Ghost brought this up. Does the success of the Connecticut, there's the game, and we're gonna talk about this, but we'll talk about it now. The Connecticut Sparks game. Let me see if I can put this up more. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, I had like 19,000 people there.
Yeah, so DiJonai, and that's funny that he brought that up, because that was literally the next person I was gonna talk about. So the fact that he brought this up, let's talk about it. So DiJonai Carrington had this to say about
Thomas,
and I'm not.
But I can't not bring this up.
I'll read this. She said, since we got to do our own promo at the TD Garden tonight, and it sold out 19K first WNBA game here, historic, not on TV. You can catch it right here on Twitter. She talked about this at the end of the game. She had a great game, by the way. 6 fourth quarter points, 4 of them in clutch time. She had a huge steal, which wasn't credited for, and it was a jump ball. Like, she really did well. And I wanted to ask y'all, fact or fiction, is she a lead candidate for most improved player of the year? Y'all can answer that right quick. Yeah, but me too. That was my answer. Jordan, what do you think? Yes or no?
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think of all the candidates.
Probably Alana Smith would be another person.
Right. Yeah. She's definitely up there for sure.
So other than that, I mean, this is what she had to kind of say. I'm gonna the clip's kind of lengthy, so I'm not gonna play it all.
If you want something, you got to go out there and do it yourself. So sometimes, if you want something, you got to go out there and do it yourself. So that's what I did for us. I think that there could have been a lot more publicity or promo from the top. Connecticut had announced that we were having this game probably over almost a year ago, maybe. I don't know. Sometime right after last season. So there was ample time to do what needed to be done.
And I'm gonna stop right there. So, and then she also says, she says a lot. She says a lot more. But what are y'all thoughts about that? So Ghost, to answer your question, I think they should just move the Connecticut Sun in Boston instead of just, rather than just giving them a franchise. If we're talking about new franchises, Miami needs to get one. What were y'all gonna say now?
Of course.
Yeah, Miami is gonna be my first pick.
Miami Soul.
Bring them back.
I mean, a team being there is great. So whether it's an expansion or you move Connecticut, obviously they showed up, so there's an audience there. But I think they should do. I mean, this is kind of not, part of that, but that kind of shows me maybe they should try to do more games in cities that don't have WNBA teams that are kind of close, just to see the traction they get. And then where your audience is. Next time we need to expand or we're thinking about moving teams, we know, let's look at, I don't know, Houston again, or let's have this game where the Spurs play, or just something, I'm just naming places, but I think that's good to expand that, because they showed out. It was sold out. They were live in there. It was a big event. Yes, I agree with DiJonai. It should have been nationally televised. It should have been, talked about. It should have been all over Twitter, all over WNBA.com, all over. We should have been hearing about it well before now. Like, the ticker should have been saying countdown to the Boston, first ever Boston game and blah, blah, blah. Like, just some momentum going to it. Because I knew they were playing, but I didn't even think it was that really big a deal, because nobody really was saying anything until I saw DiJonai's tweet. And I'm like, well, dang, she's right. Like, it's on Twitter. It's not even on TV, because I thought, I can surely see it on TV. Was it on TV? I have
it wasn't,
so I can watch it. But
yeah, I have League Pass. Yeah,
she's right. Like, the W definitely, and they've been doing this all year. They just don't. They're not good at catching lightning in a bottle and doing something with that. Right. Like, you have something like that, you knew about it. Even if you didn't think it would be a good turnout, now what the ticket sales were. I mean, I'm sure they knew what it was closer to the game coming up, or at least a few months or, before that. Make something happen. Like, jump on that. Like, that helps promote your league as well. You know what I'm saying? And they keep dropping the ball in certain spots. I don't know. It's just weird.
So I think J-Book hit on a bunch of points just now, like, that I agree with. It's like, well, okay, so first of all, it's like they don't have a team in Boston, but most sporting events that are in cities that normally don't have teams, they always sell out. Like, whenever the NFL goes to Europe, sold out. Mexico City, sold out. All these places get sold out. So to evaluate sort of what DiJonai Carrington is saying, the fact that it's what had the third most attendance or whatever of all time is great, but it will naturally get sold out anyway. The WNBA never catches lightning in a bottle, and it's really sad because if this was like the NBA in 1984, like Celtics, Jordan, Magic, like it's like every single thing. Knicks, like get Patrick Ewing, like everything is like perfect
Lining up in the right-
everything, you know, even if
Nike,
even if you have to win the lottery to make sure Patrick Ewing ends up on the Knicks, like everything is like lining up.
That's what we were saying the other day. I'm like, you gotta make sure Paige is in LA.
Yeah, they're making sure everything's perfect, whereas this is like, it's like the ball is getting dropped and you don't see how much money you guys are gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's sad because the growth is great, but I feel like it could be even better. You know, it's just very concerning. Now, in terms of like the marketing and stuff like that for this game, I mean, what exactly would be the ideal marketing for this game, you guys think? Like what would have satisfied DJ DiJonai Carrington to make her feel like they marketed enough?
A movie.
Well, I never saw a commercial or anything for it. I mean, I guess because it wasn't going to be on TV, but I mean, I think that's her point. Like, how can you market if it's like it's going to be on Twitter? Head to your nearest, phone or computer. Like, if it was on TV, then yes, we can see the commercials about this being a huge thing. I didn't really hear them talking about too much during like halftime on different games or pre-shows or anything like that. Like, they mentioned it, but I just think as a big package, like it's hard to market when it's not going to be anywhere but on League Pass and Twitter. So
when they put it on League Pass, they barely do that.
Or why not make it like they did some of the preseason games, make it free on League Pass and just give everybody a code to go watch it on League Pass and then promote it like they were doing the preseason games.
That would be smart. That would be really smart. Yeah. But yes, that's like a great idea for that. I mean, yes, that's an easy way to get people on League Pass and then getting them to download it after. And then what you do is you say, if you want to get the game on Saturday, you make them pay like $5. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's smart. And then obviously the game on Saturday is, like Saturday Angel tonight. Or I'm sorry, the other night. So that age, or not tonight, the next night. But that's a great idea, Bug. Like, that's a great idea. So WNBA, hopefully y'all got that one down. That's a really good idea. Jordan, to answer your question, the reason why I kept shouting out movie is because they have to make it a big production. So like, if you have DiJonai Carrington, who's in the media, who people already know and people already see, right? And she is a kind of a familiar face. Make it a big production. Make it a type of movie, some type of small commercial, some type of. I would try and recruit the Celtics and recruit, the WNBA players on the Connecticut Sun, and kind of have them do some type of a cross promotion and do something together. Have some type of event and then have them meeting the people around Boston. Like, I would absolutely do that. So like, Ghost and Ghost put, sorry, I'm stepping on your agenda. No, you're not. We're on the same wavelength. You're good. Please, you write as much as you'd like. But what I was gonna say is that I would absolutely love for them to Connecticut. So his question was this: should Connecticut get another game? Should they have expansion at TV? Yes. My answer is yes. I would just move the Connecticut Sun into Boston and keep it moving. If that's, I mean, I'm not like advocating that the Sun leave, but if that's what they choose to do, I'm not opposed to it. It's really up to the fans.